Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ladies' Night. All right. So, all right. Welcome to Ladies' Night, everyone. Thank you for coming. Tonight, our topic is on child trafficking. To discuss with us about child trafficking is my co-host, Abena Abeko. Abena?
Oh, yes, I'm here. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank
All
everyone
right.
in the
So,
chat. Yeah,
mhm. Okay.
people might be
All right.
asking
So,
about
Abena.
child trafficking.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna ask you that about child trafficking. Okay, so what can you tell us about child trafficking?
Okay, this is what I will tell you about child trafficking. Child trafficking is picking up some people, children, without their mothers knowing anything about it. Then they will take them to different country or different city to go and sell them or use them for child labor or abuse them. This is what they have been doing. They go to the normal other villages because they know these children are in the villages. They knew nothing. So they lie to them that, hey, we are here to support you. We are here to produce you something. We are here to help you to go to schools. Then they will take them from the community to different community to sell them to other people to use them as a child labor. Somebody
Okay,
might be asking me that Somebody might be asking me that what is child labor? Yeah, they use them for rituals. Some sell them to work on the sea. Some send them to be stealing on other people's places, and that is very very bad. As we
okay,
being a human being like this,
okay. So, all right. So in Ghana, y'all have a child trafficking, um, but but you said they use for labor. What kind of labor? That you can use a child to do. You know.
okay, okay, these are the child labor they use them. Assuming they take them from Ghana to maybe Kenya, or they take them from Ghana to Libya, they use them over there to make a prostitute. One prostitute. These
Uh huh.
children, they use them to sell on the roadside, or they abuse them and harass them. That's what they have been doing.
Okay. Okay.
And this
So
is happening
does this happen a lot?
a lot. This is happening a lot. Even just a week ago, some happened in where I stay near to me. They take 9 children. That person is from Cameroon, and they take 9 children in a taxi, including 2 years baby boy, who don't even know how to talk, who doesn't know anything. And they take them from where I am to different place. They're going to sell them, and they are going to use them for their rituals. Some people sell them to use it for their ritual money, or they sell them for the other people who are looking for child to maltreat them badly. That's what they have been doing. So when they come to maybe Accra and they take it from Accra, they send it to Libya people for use them for their rituals. So
Okay.
what I would say is that, hey,
Okay. So wait. This is the second time you mentioned ritual. they would take babies. They were still babies and use them in a ritual. But are we talking about sacrificing babies?
Yeah, they sacrifice the babies for their money. So we call it Sakawa over here. When you come to Ghana, they say Sakawa. That is their rituals. They use it for money.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's oh. Go ahead. And some people what?
yeah, they chew it like a meat. Like the way you go to the market and they be buying meat and those stuffs. It's the same way they sell these children. That they chew them like a meat.
Whoa, whoa,
This is
whoa,
very
whoa. You
evil
mean what?
and this is nasty.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you say eat them? Or you meant that symbolically they
Yes,
buying children like you would buy meat? Ooh, ooh,
yes,
that's horrible.
yes,
Yeah, and you said this happened not too far from where you
yes.
stay?
And they sell them. Some of them also being exactly. Yes, this just happened. And if you go on social media, you see it. There are two people. They're taking these children for different places. You see, they send these children for them to go and do fishermen on the fishing, not going to school, not doing nothing, but they just go for fishing. These children are young. How will these children go to the fishing?
Mm.
Because they are not your children, because they're not your family members. So you take them and treat them nasty.
Okay. So what they would take advantage of a family member whose parents died. Is that what you're saying? Like say their parents
No,
died and they
no,
said I would take. Oh no.
no. They will not even come to any parents. They will just be in the community and lie to the children that, oh, okay, let's go to birthday party, because they know that these children never fail a birthday party before, never have somebody who's taking care of them before. So when they lie to them that, okay, I need to take care of you, I want you to accompany me to go and play a football children in my house. So because these children are young, they never knew anything, they will follow you because their mothers or their fathers have not been doing that for them. And they never explained it before. They never felt that before. So once they say let's go, they're gonna follow them.
Yeah, can I jump in there?
Oh okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, and thing too is like I'm not sure if people understand about this whole sex trafficking thing. It's really about prostitution and sex for perverts and pedophiles. These children are taken from their homes, kidnapped, and in some cases, the parents sell the children because of poverty. The parents, in some cases, would rather have money
yeah,
for food. Like for example, if a mother has 7 kids, right, and they're all fairly young, and she don't have money to feed all of them, she would sell maybe one or two of them to the sex traffickers so she can get money to feed the ones that are left. And unfortunately,
exactly.
sad situations like that are going on, outside this country. Even in this country too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not being publicized as much because there's a lot of people in the dominant society who's engaged in these types of things. So our media don't cover it, but they're doing it over here too, right? And so this is why you have so many men wanting to go to these other countries so they can have sex with these babies. You talking about the sickest of the sick who want to have sex with 2, 3, 4-year-old kids. 9-year-old kids, 7-year-old kids. Okay, and when you have, um, this is why they always say they want to get them while they're young. This is why they talk about young kids like they're adults.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they say when certain things happen with young girls and it involves an adult, they try to say even though she's 6 or 7 years old, 8 years old, she knew what she was doing. She led him on. They talk about these little babies like they're adults. This is how you can. This is a surefire way to tell that they're pedophiles, right? And they go to these countries. They know that these things are going on in these countries, and this is where they want to go. This is where they tell you that they want to go overseas. Okay, when they talk about uh, desiring these girls over black women and stuff like that, a lot of these girls are underage prostitutes from foreign countries. And that's why most of these guys want to go to these countries, because these kinds of things are going on. Talking about heartless people who are deviant and to the depths that you can't even imagine. They care nothing for human life. They care nothing for children. All they care about is their sick and perverted, twisted lifestyle. That's all they care about. And they're demonic in nature. Like she said, they use some of these kids for rituals when the child is all used up sexually or has been damaged sexually to the point of there's no way you can fix the child or whatever. They'll probably murder the child, eat the child, chop the child up, and use the child in some kind of bloody sacrifice ritual. Because that's just how sick these people are.
Mm.
And then what's even worse is that some of these places that you go to, now I've traveled around the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been to places in different countries. You talk about poor, you haven't seen poverty until you've been to some of these countries. Poverty is on a level way in the stratosphere. You're talking about people who live in dirt holes with 4 or 5 kids. Holes dug in the dirt, okay, with pieces of cloth to cover the hole to shield them from the rain. They got like 2, 3, 4 kids in there. Some of them are eating ants and rodents and things like that to survive. And so a parent who may have 5 or 6 or 7 kids, they sell, unfortunately, they sell their children, some of their children, like I said, to feed the others. I mean, because their minds are so stricken with poverty, right? This is what fuels their logic. They figure it's better to sell 2 children, older children, so that they can get the money to feed the other children so they all don't die. That's the reality for some parents in these countries. That's why you see a lot of these kids, these prostitutes, are, preteens, 8, 9, 10-year-olds. And some of the teens, when they get, some of the children, when they get that age, they've been abused so badly they run away from home, and they run right into the arms of child sex traffickers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you hear men, like I said, this is the things that these pedophiles feed off of. And this is why they want to go to these other countries. This is why they're willing to travel thousands of miles in the air to go to these other countries, because they want these underage prostitutes, these kids that's been sold into slavery, sex slavery. And that's what many of them go for. It's unfortunate, but this is the way society is in a lot of countries. Even in this country too, you just don't hear it. They cover a lot of shit up in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of shit has to do with white folks. So they don't want you to know what's really going on. So they cover a lot of shit up now. When it comes to other countries, oh yeah, they put this shit all on the news. But there's a lot of shit going on in this country too. But Unfortunately, this is what's going on, and these kids, unfortunately, the parents can't protect these kids because the parents are poor. They can't afford homes. They can't afford to stay in an apartment. None of that. I've seen families living off of a raft that they built, hovering on water. Eating, showering, cooking in the same water with the same water, and eating anything that they can. Rodents. Fish is the optimal dish, right? That's like a delicacy in some places, man. They catch as much fish as they possibly can, but they'll eat rodents. They'll eat just about anything. Dogs, cats, just try to survive because of the poverty level is so bad. A lot of countries, they don't have the luxury of running water, toilets, heat, electricity. A lot of them live in the dirt, live in the dark, live with, they got to survive with ants. They don't have any health care. And so some of them are so poor and live such a harsh life, and they have children. Some of the parents get so desperate that they sell their children just to try to survive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
You know? And you figure like this here, right? You say, well, that's not an excuse for a parent because I would die before I sell my kids. They don't see it that way. They look at it like this here. If they sell off 2 kids, if they got 7 kids, right? They want to try to keep as many of them alive as possible. So if they sell off 2 kids, they got 5 left. The 2 can pay for the 5. So the 5 can grow up and have a decent life. So it's like making a sacrifice. It's like the 2 elders are making a sacrifice for the other 5.
Exactly.
And we talk about a lot of things in this country, and we're used to a lot of things. We're used to our cell phones, our cars. We can go to the grocery store and get something to drink, or we can do whatever we want to do, right? But in these other countries, it's not like that. They can't just walk down the street and go to the store, flip the pastry and a few coin, get something to drink or whatever. For them, it's eating ants, trying to filter, disgusting water. Some of them try to siphon water from sewage and try to find some way to boil it, try to purify it, to try to get as much cleanness out of it as possible. Talking about people who are living off the not just the earth, but the filth of the earth to try to survive. And they're sleeping under grounds and dirt holes with God knows what, rodents, ants, fire, whatever gets into their skin. The kids got all kinds of, skin diseases. And so when a parent is faced with this and their kids are suffering, and he or she don't have any money for health care, and usually it's a single mom. Okay? Yeah. Believe it or not, it's a single mom. Mm-hmm. And the father either dead or he done left, and she's in a hole, or she's somewhere in some kind of abandoned building, with her kids, right? And when she see her kids suffering like this, they're sick and all of that, and she's got 2 healthy children, well, make them go out and earn money prostitution to bring money home, right, to help the other children. And it's unfortunate, but this is a way of life in a lot of these countries. I keep telling people, you think America ain't shit? Okay, go travel outside this country and watch how fast you bring your ass back here and appreciate where you come from.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is very going on this time, and I hate it because you see sometimes too I blame the parents for that because You see, if you are a parent and you've been taking good care of your child, whatever your child is going, you have an eye set on your child, or you have been looking on your child. When he went out, you will be looking for him, or you will be looking for her. But because these mothers, some of them have not even taken care of their children, they just leave their children to walk around anywhere. They don't take care that, hey, my child have gone out, I don't know where he's playing, I need to go and look for him. They don't do that. All they know is that, oh, my child is playing outside. But you don't know actual place that your child is playing. As a mother, you have to go around and check on your children. You have to go around and check, where is my children playing? Are they playing with their friends in their friends' homes, or they are in the compound? If you're a mother, you've been doing that, I tell you, these traffickers will not be getting opportunity to take our children away from us, because we have not been taking good care of our children. That's why they get this opportunity to take our children from us,
Hmm.
because they see that
And
in the
I,
environment there's no motherly care for their children. They get opportunity for the children.
and I
I
think
know
that
some
in
people
some
have.
of these countries, hold on, let me say this. And I think in some of these countries, especially the ones I've been to, I think they drive poverty. I think they drive poverty in certain areas on purpose because it's like breeding grounds for child sex, for child sex trafficking.
Trafficking.
Yeah, and you know, and they force poverty in certain areas, so that the parents would be left with no choice to try to sell off one or two of the elder children to try to take care of the other ones that are alive. You know, I mean, it sounds crazy to us, but it's a way of life for them. I mean, as a
Yeah,
mother or a father, like, what would you do if you had so many kids and they were all suffering? And you, I mean, it's just we can sit up here and say, "Well, man, that's crazy. I blame the parents. You shouldn't do that." But you've never been in that situation, and you
that's
don't know
very
what
true.
it's like, man, to go through harsh times like that, and there are no jobs to be found. Like they make sure there are no jobs in the area or hardly no means for you to survive. So it's not like you can go and collect unemployment or you can go and fill out an application to get a job. It don't work like that. It ain't like you can go sign up for a public assistance. A lot of these countries don't have anything called public assistance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, they don't have, yeah, they don't have food stamps or WIC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't have
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's true.
Or Section 8.
Yeah, they ain't got none of that shit. So a lot of people shit on this country, and yeah, you know, we get treated like shit in this country. But let me tell you something. Trust me, there's very few places outside of America that you would want to live. Very, 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 very few. Only to me, two or three comes to mind. Other than that, you pretty much don't want to live anywhere else. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, unfortunately, it also creates a vicious cycle. Some of these mothers are former or presently children that were sex trafficked. Uh, because they don't know anything, they get pregnant, they have a child, which drives them even more to it. The next thing you know, they got 3 or 4 children, and so they've been sex trafficked. That's all they know. So they thinking, okay, I'm gonna sell the older two, and it creates the cycle again. So in the that child end up getting pregnant, selling herself, or or being sold, and then she ended up with some kids, and it goes on and on and on.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Okay. Somebody, Auntie says, well, the money is going. somewhere. So yeah, these countries weren't created to be in poverty. Several people did that. Countries rich in resources, yet people are poor. That's not normal.
Of course, it's not. It's all being controlled by certain people in all these countries. Only a few people or like groups of people have just about all of the control of damn near every resource on Earth. I don't even want to get started on OPEC. And the ridiculous amount of resources and money they have. It's insane that they have that kind of wealth. Trillions of dollars. And they pretty much do whatever they want. They buy whoever they want. They throw their money wherever they want. As long as you have currency and the need and people depend on currency, you're going to have powerful people. Powerful people who can pretty much do whatever they want, whenever they want. By the law, put themselves above the law, hire people to do, really, really screwed up shit. You got a lot of people who are fucked up in the head. And that's the way they like to keep it, because believe it or not, you can control crazy people. See, crazy people are only crazy because nothing is coming back at them, right? You'd be surprised how quick a motherfucker becomes sane when there's retaliation. Now, some people are truly out of their minds. There's a difference between being crazy and being completely out of your mind, where you don't have any real understanding of reality. That's a whole different animal. I'm not a psychologist or anything, but from what I read, that's a whole different animal. But people aren't as crazy as you think they are.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's tough when they have protection. Like I said before, a lot of these dudes blasting because they're protected by the law. The law says you got to get arrested, you got to have your day in court. But if I take you somewhere where everybody's got a gun and everybody's busting caps and ain't no cops that's going to come save you, I bet you you'd be careful about who you pull that gun out on.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, that tough shit disappears. Why? Because your life is now in danger. You pull that gun out, you don't know who you're going to get smoked by. Now the rabbit's got the gun. As a matter of fact, it's not only does the rabbit got the gun, but there's more than one rabbit, and they all pack it.
Mm-hmm.
Now what? How your rap song sound now? How they be rapping about how they be blasting and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Put these motherfuckers in the middle of Beirut and let's see what them lyrics sound like then. But all of the rabbits got guns. So a lot of these countries are there's some sick people, man. And it seems to be more sick people outside this country than it is in this country because of and that's not, I'm not discriminating or racist. I'm just telling you what it is, because other countries, right, don't have the kind of, the poverty level in other countries is insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
And the things that they do, so you have a different level of craziness and insanity over there than you do over here. So, and you know what? In a lot of these countries, they don't have the kind of laws that we have. They don't protect children. They don't have laws that protect children in some of these countries. They don't. Hell, in some of these countries, they barely have any damn laws. Barely have laws.
Oh, okay.
Let alone having laws that protect children. women and children.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Manuel Briggs asks a question of how is this allowed to happen? Are the people or are the authorities not doing anything about it?
Nah,
So,
because the authorities are paid off. They're paid off. The government is corrupt. You see, the people that's behind this are sick people. They're deviants, and they got crazy power, man. OPEC, man, the money they got, it's ridiculous.
mhm.
People got crazy power, man. They can buy anything. They buy law enforcement, man, like they buy a pair of fucking pants.
Yeah.
And the cops ain't gonna do shit because they all paid off. It don't take nothing for these people to pay these cops off. And in some cases, they ain't even pay the cops. In some cases, they threaten the cops' lives. Look, you say something, we're gonna kill you, killing you and your whole family. So he don't say shit.
Well, Avana, is that the case in your country too?
Yes, because if it's not a case, why will it be going on like this? Because when the children have this law or the cops have this law that defend the children, I don't think it must be going on like this. Because the law is not defending the children.
Mm-mm.
When they catch these evil people taking these children, they just send them to maybe 2 years in prison, 1 year in prison, then they come out again. Do you think when they come out again, they are not going to do the same? They will do the same thing. Why is it that we don't send them life in prison so that they
I
will
mean, and then
know
you know
that
what?
hey,
And you look at Greece, and you look
yeah,
at Greece, right? There's so much pedophilia going on in Greece, right? You can get government funds for it. Did you know
yeah,
that?
yes,
You can get government funds
yeah,
if you're in Greece and you're a pedophile. Yeah, you can sign up for government funds.
yeah.
They fucking pay.
Because
Uh huh.
yeah,
Yeah, that.
because what I think is that I think the leaders are part of them because they are the people who have hand in those evil things. Because if they don't have this
Yeah.
kind of hand in evil things, when they catch them, I tell you, they have to send their life in prison. They have to kill them so that they will know that hey, you make somebody's children end his life when he never knows that he's going to end his life. But these children are innocent. They knew nothing. If you
If
know
you
you can
look up,
support a child, why don't you support the child than taking the child to child labor, taking the child
I
to
know.
how to suffer in this world?
So, Dane, do me a favor right quick. While me and Abby is talking, real quick, look up pedophilia in Greece.
Okay.
Look it up in Greece, and you see how they pay the people. You get paid for being like, I'm not saying you get a check for being a pedophile, but you can get some kind of funding because I think it's an illness or, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty bad.
Yeah, because look
It's
at
pretty
look
bad.
as I watch when I see the children in the car in the boots, they put these children in the car boots. That see 2 years baby boy who cannot even speak. How will he recognize his father or his mother? When you ask him, okay, where is your father? He think the one who is under him is his father or his mother, or because you have taken money from the politician. Because the politicians are using these children for rituals. They knew something about it. That's why they're not putting a stop to it. Because if you're in a country or in a community and this evil thing is going on and then you don't talk about it, that means you know something about it. You need to talk about it and say, hey, I hate this thing in my community. I hate people who come to my community to commit evil. I will sack everybody who commits evil, or I will need to send them to prison. Because you have taken money from them, you cannot say anything. You just be watching them like you know what they are doing. And you know that what they are doing is evil. They are trying to end people's life. They are trying to take these children for fishing. How will these children go for fishing? 5 years, 6 years, 7 years go for fishing on a sea. Are we taking care of these children, or we bring them to this world to suffer? No. We need to think about these children very well, because we can't bring these children to this world to be suffering all the time.
Mhm.
People that have been taking care of their children, ask yourself, will you be seeing their children kidnapping? No. All because they are poor. So why is it that the people who have the money cannot take care of the poor people than rather killing them? Because you can go to the community like a villages and supply when you have something in your hand. When you have somebody that you can take care of 3 or 2 children, you take care of them. Than you taking them to prostitution or to do evil or nasty things. If we said we love each other or we love ourselves, why are we doing all these things?
Well, I think it's just, I think what it is that a lot of people, okay, the few are controlling the many, and the many psychologically believe that they don't have power. The many believe that the few are more powerful than them, when it's really, in reality, the other way around. The many have more power than the few, but the many have been convinced somehow that the few has more power than them. And so the few manipulate and abuse the many. And so we don't realize that we are a giant and they are ants, right? We believe that they are the giants and we are the ants. So we don't go against them. We are afraid of them. This is what I talked about before about fear. People don't truly understand fear. They think fear is just about, oh, you see Godzilla and you frighten and you run away. No, 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 man. Fear is much more complicated than that. Fear is much more complicated than that. And they use fear to control everything that you do. Everything. Fear. You got people walking around here now afraid to make a mistake, afraid to be wrong, afraid to even say anything that somebody disagree with. You got people who are afraid to live. You got people who are afraid to walk in certain areas, sit in certain chairs, open up certain doors. I mean, just fear running rampant through people. It's fear.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that fear, you know, we allow ourselves to be controlled by a few people. And we say, well, they got money. So what? No, listen. You know where the power is? The power isn't in the money. The power is in the people. You can have money all you want, but if you don't have people, your money will be useless.
Exactly.
You need people to do the things that you need done. Without people, you get nothing done. Try spending your money without people and see if your money will spend. Go to a store with your money or your credit card that has nobody working there. And nobody at the banks. And nobody to take care of the electric transactions or turn on the machines and see what happens and see if your money spends. Without people, when you swipe your credit card, nothing happens because no one turns on the machines, no one turns on the electric system, no one maintains the electronic system. There was no one on the other side. So when you swipe your card, nothing happens. You go to the grocery store, you put groceries inside the cart, you go to the checkout counter, no one's there.
Yeah.
Now, you could probably uh, leave because there's no one there. But what if there's electronic doors and you can't get out? You know what I'm saying? Because they've never been unlocked. But then again, some people say, well, how the hell did you get in the store anyway? Right? But
Yeah.
there's no one there. But of course, you can go and probably steal the food, right? But if there's no one at the stores, you wouldn't be able to get in to begin with because the doors will never unlock. So you can't go purchase anything. You can drive your car as long as you have gas in it, right? Once your gas run out, you can't go to the gas station to get more gas because the machines aren't working. They haven't been turned on.
Yeah.
And there's no gas attendant inside to run your car. And the pumps outside, right? The car system isn't working because it hasn't been turned on the inside. And then you can't go inside and turn them on yourself. You know why? Because the doors are locked. And there's no one inside. You need people for everything. Without people, you have nothing. Even the most powerful people in this world employ people to do their bidding. That's what makes them powerful. Without people, you have no power. And that's what the people have to understand. This is what Huey P. Newton and them try to get you to understand when they say power to the people. The power is in the people. You are the power. You think that they are the power. But the power is in you because without you, they have no power. Because they need you to do their bidding. They need you to bring their ideas into fruition. They need you to sell their product.
Exactly.
They need you to make their money. They need you to dig their oil. They need you to drive these trucks.
Yeah.
Without you, they have nothing.
Yeah. Because the money cannot drive, money cannot do anything. Yeah,
Money
money
can't do
can
anything without
pay.
the people.
Yeah.
Without the people, you
So
got absolutely nothing. Okay. How do I get in here?
So this is what I think we should do to be protecting our children. I think
Yeah.
all mothers and all fathers that hey, we don't take care of a good care of our children. Now we need to do that. When your child is going somewhere, you need to check on him. You need to check very well where is he going. Is he going to play with his friends in their compound or they are playing your compound? We have to be very careful of whom we send our children to, who we tell our children to go and play with, who we tell our children to go to. Sometimes we believe in our family members or because they are our families, but you don't know what your family is thinking about you, your children. They can even sell these children and tell you that your child have been getting missing. What will you do? We have to be very, very, very careful. And you see, What is bothering me now is that these children, like this 2 years baby boy that I was talking about, when I see the picture, I get nearly cry because this child doesn't even recognize his mother when the cops catch these people. So I was asked, where is the mother now? All because the mothers are not having anything to announce it to the radio stations or announce it to television stations that they can make it announcement to take care of or to look for these children. But they have rich people in their communities. They have rich people in the country. They have politicians in the country. So what are they using their money for? Are they just using their money for rituals? Are they just using their money for women? Or they are just using the money for themselves alone? Because you come to power to help the children or to help the people in your communities or your country. That's why you are coming to power. You do not come to power to harm the children or harm the people in your country or your communities. So what are they doing? What are the politicians doing? What are they saying about it? We cannot be sitting there always looking on them, making our children nasty things. We can't do that. We need to come up and fight against these people. We should let them see that, hey, without them, we can speak. Without them, we have power. Because all they think is that when we cannot do anything because they are in power, they are in position, they can speak everything they want or they can say everything they want. But it's not that. We also have to speak or we also have to raise a flag on them and tell them, hey, without you people, we also have power for ourselves. And we can speak the truth. Let us see the people who come to our communities. Let us check them. People who travel into our countries. We need to know their background. We shouldn't just open our arms for them to come to our country or our communities. We need to know where they are coming from. What are they doing in their country or their community before coming to our communities? We need to do all this kind of background works before we allow people to enter into our countries. Because they can to do evil things, then they run away from the country. Or because we don't even check them. We don't know actually what they are doing over there before coming to your country.
Mm-hmm.
When the mothers and the fathers being one, and we start raising a flag on these people, these issues will make an end or will come to an end. That we will not be seeing our children going away for prostitution. We will not be seeing our child going for fishing. We will not be seeing our children walking on the street for selling waters or using them for child labor, carrying a big load for other people. We will not be seeing them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So okay. So when we see the kids on the street, like selling water in Ghana, they may not just be helping out their family. They might be being forced to do that.
Yes, yes, it's not their families who allow them to go to the street and sell the waters, but some people are because they are staying with some people, and that is not their real mother, that is not their real father, and they are staying with them. They send them to the roadside to sell water to bring money home. While they are selling the water, they're not even taking good care of them. They don't even buy clothes for them. They don't even buy food for them to eat. You just treat them badly. When you see something, you feel bad that, hey, do you have a father or do you have a mother who give birth to you? Somebody will be doing your child. You may thinking that you are in the village. They have taken your child to the city. That you think your child in school in the city, but not knowing your child is selling water or is selling cassava on the street. She has been carrying a very load on the street. Whilst you, the mother in the village, you don't know anything. Or you think my child is in the city.
Okay. Well, okay. So, Abana, sometimes when we're talking, I hear the kids in the background in your neighborhood. I know sometimes you look after your nephew, but are you also looking after the kids in the community? Is that why you outside with them so often?
Yes, I look at the children who are in my house and then around the compound who play with my nephew because you see somebody can come around and tell them, hey, let's go to this place or let's go, let me go and buy you some sugar, children like sweet things. They can tell you, okay, let's go, let me buy you sweet something. Then these children will be following them. Then because I've been sitting down with them, playing with them. When somebody come in the middle of them, I will sack that person. What do you need? I will question that person. And that person without answer, I will not allow you to take any child from me to go anywhere. So
So
that's what
you
I think we need to be doing. When you see somebody with a child, you know that, oh, this person's face looks like it's not familiar in where you are. You need to question that person. Where are you taking this child? Where are you from? Who sent you for coming for this child? Some people also go to their schools to take the children from the schools because the schools are not having a good securities.
okay?
They
Yeah.
can tell you, yeah, they can tell you, oh, it's their parents who sent me to come and take them. But not knowing their parents did not even send anyone to come for their children. And then they will allow this child to go with these evil people. So we have to be very careful who we send for our children or who we send them to bring our children from school. Every parent have to be vigilant. You have to be very careful. Go and take your child from school. Don't send anyone.
Mm-hmm.
If you really love your child and you know you give birth to your child, you suffer before giving birth to your child. You shouldn't allow your child to go astray that way. Because let me tell you something. If they take this child from exactly maybe from Ghana and they send them to Congo, and this child is in Congo, without you seeing your child, without you knowing that your child is in Congo, carrying a very big load over there, how will you feel? The pain that you went through has gone away. Nothing. Without you seeing your child, even to talk to your child all the time, to feel the motherly love, to feel the fatherly love, but all you know is your child, I have a child, you have get missing. This is very bad, and I hate to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
When we see the children, let's help each other.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be helping our children itself. We should not allow the children go away because we suffer before giving birth to them. So you carry this baby in your womb 9 good months. You did not suffer.
Mm-hmm.
You suffer before carrying this baby in your womb 9 months. So you shouldn't let that pain or that suffering and that 9 months that you carry this baby go just away like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't allow somebody to use all a little money to lie to you and take your future from your hand.
Wow.
Because our children, they are our futures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people forgets that that's that's the family's future, that's the community's future, and that's the country's future. So if you turning a blind eye or letting things slide, or you're not enforcing laws to protect your children, you don't deserve a future because you're not appreciating the gift that is your child, and also your future. You pretty much just spitting in the gift that was given to you, and
Exactly.
you just destroying your future.
Yeah.
Hmm.
God give you the opportunity. They give you the opportunity to have this baby on your womb because they know what you can do with this baby. They know the baby that they are coming out, they are going to help your life or they're going to change your destiny in future. That's why they give you that a little boy or a little girl that you are having now. So you have to have your eyes on these children. And sometimes because we have this kind of relationship that they have been divorcing each other, so we have their mother somewhere, we have the father somewhere. These are the things that cause all this problem for our children. Because I can tell you, I'm going to visit my dad today. Meanwhile, I'm not going to my daddy's place. Well, who knows that when I was on my way, they catch me on the way? Who will know? Because I tell you that, mommy, I'm going to visit my dad, or daddy, I'm going to visit my mom, all because we have a long distance relationship.
Hmm.
Why is it that we, the parents, will not come out together to take care of our children? Why? We shouldn't let this kind of things, this petty. When your child tell you, daddy, I want to go and visit my mom, send your child to his mother. When your child tell you that, mommy, I want to go and visit my dad, send him to his father. Don't be thinking that a child can go alone. Yes, he can go, but who knows? Do you know the people who are on the way? Do you know the car that he's going to pick? Because he's a little child. They can
Hmm.
say, oh, come, I'll just give you a lift. All because of the lift, he's going to be in that car, and then they'll take him away. They'll take her away. That moment, you have lose a very big person in your in your country, or in your community, in your family. While if this child was alive with you, can help your country in future. He can be a big person in your community.
Hmm.
We should not leave these children. Mothers, fathers, let us be one and take care of our children. Let us produce for our children. For the little that you have, find a way and produce. Find a way and provide for your children. Don't say that because you don't have anything. Yes, it's true, you don't have it. But if it's water that you can carry on your head to take care of this child, do it. Don't let the child be in pain. We have allowed ourselves being these evil people getting the chance of our children. Why will you do that? No, all because we need money. Yes, the money you need it, but you have to work for it. Not your child to come and work hard for you to get the money. Your child is here to protect you, to support you, to get what you want, but not your child to go for child labor and then prostitution.
Hmm. Okay.
Go to the other villages, you'll be seeing these children in a canoe on the river, all because they don't even go to school. You see them on the river catching fish because they don't even have anybody to take control or to take care of them.
Uh-huh.
But they say they have they have fathers, they have aunties, they have uncle. Where are the uncle doing? What are their family people doing? They have uncles. They have aunts, they have grandfather, they have grandmothers. What are they doing if this family is very poor? As a grandmother or a grandfather also can take care of their grandchildren or their grandsons if the mother and the father cannot take good care of them. But all because I'm not the one who give birth to them. They have their fathers, they have their mothers. Yes, we know that we are not the one who give birth to them. But we think you can provide for them and they'll be someone in future. It's one person who give birth, but it's not the one person who take care of them. When two people give birth, there's another two people who have to support them to take care of
Mhm.
that child.
All right. Okay. All right. So you talked about going with the child, everywhere, or when the child say they're going to go somewhere to be with them. But okay,
Yes,
people think about that for small children, young children. But what about when they become teenagers, when they're older, but they still young, they still kids, but they just older, like let's say
60.
starting about 13.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see, let me tell you something about 13 years teenagers. Yes. When your 13 teenagers is starting with 13 years, you need to start giving him or her advice. That hey, baby girl, when you are going out, make sure that when somebody call you, you will not go in. When somebody tell you come and let me give you a lift, you are not going. You see, when you start this kind of issues with your child in the house, always when something is going about to happen, your child is going to give you a phone call. Your child is going to tell you, mommy, I went this and they said guy called me to come and sit with you. You see, because we don't normally sit down with our children to have a conversation with them.
Uh-huh.
So the children find a difficult way to tell us what is going on between them. Most of our parents don't do that. Most of our parents don't do that. They don't even sit with their children to even eat with their children. You see, sometimes when the children come from school, oh, just sit with him with maybe 5 minutes or 3 minutes and ask him, oh, what goes on today in school? What happened when you were on your way to home or your way to school? What happened? You see, these children will be starting telling you everything bit by bit. And then you'll be knowing that, oh, okay, my child is safe or he's not safe. And because all we think is about money, 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 we didn't think about our children. All we think, oh, we have sent our children to school, they are safe in school. Yes, but you know when your child is on the way of going, he might be having an influence friend who is not good, who can influence, okay, let's go and do this, let's go and do rituals, money, or let's go and do this. These children, some of them have been learning it from their parents, or because their parents are evil.
Mm-hmm.
So they learn it from them and they teach other people.
Uh-huh.
So you need to be vigilant with your child. You need to talk to your child. You need to sit down with your child and say, "Oh, baby girl or baby boy." Sometimes the boys are important. The girls also are important because it end up being the girls being pregnant. The
Mm-hmm.
boys also end up being aerobics or people who still around. All because the mothers have been not been sitting down with them. It's not only the mothers, but the fathers also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we cannot be leaving everything on the top of the women. The fathers of also have to sit down with their children, ask them. Because the reason why we say the mothers, because the mothers always are in the house, and then the fathers have been going to work. But always, when you are a father, you come from work, you need to call your child and talk to him. Oh, what happened when I wasn't home? When you were going to school, what happened? What happened with your friends? Do you have some issue with your friends? Tell me what is. You see, the children will be telling you everything bit by bit. I know when I was young and I was my mom used to ask me, "Oh, what is happening in school? Are you feeling comfortable? Are you okay when you are in school?" So sometimes I feel comfortable when I go to my mom's place. I tell her everything happened in school, all
Mm-hmm.
because she have been asking me that, and my dad has not been doing it. So I've not been telling my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the things that the children need. So when evil people come through there, you will definitely know that hey, there's something happening in my child. Something happening through my child and his friends or his family members. You see, you will definitely know.
So, so you still don't let them, but you do more talkings with your team. Make them comfortable telling you things. Um, and don't give them so much freedom that you don't know who their friends are, or the friends peoples, to make sure that they're good people. And still,
Yeah,
they tracking your children. Oh yeah. Sorry,
yeah,
I didn't mean to laugh, but sometimes parents get in the states. I've noticed that some parents have gotten a little lax as the child got older, and stuff like that. And the child could be like, "I'm going to the store." Okay, babe. Okay, you got enough money? Or why you going there? Get me this. And in the meantime, they stopping everywhere else. They stopping to a buddy's house. They making a trail, and then they talking to people that you wouldn't have wanted them talking to and stuff like that. Or are they not telling you that they really going to a girl's house or some other friend's house on their, and they just using the store as an excuse? You know.
yes, yes.
In the
Because
meantime, yeah, in the meantime, they could be being groomed by the trafficker to
mhm,
distill them too.
yeah,
Because just because they're older don't mean that they still won't be trafficked. They still won't be stolen. They will find a use for them, even though they're older or bigger and stuff like that. They probably sell them further away. Hmm. Okay, let me see. Well, something else. Okay. Oh, hey, Max has sent me to look for that article. Well, hey, I found not only article but interesting connection. Okay, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to read the copyright. Okay, this channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, oh yes. Comments, oh most definitely. News reporting, yes, because this was news to me. Teaching, yes, we're going to be teaching the teacher moment in this scholarship. Research, I hope is not an infringement of copyright. Excuse me, y'all. Um, okay, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to read the article. Okay, now this was done in January 9th, 2005. The title is called Disability Expansion Raises Irk in Greece. Now, this is an anthem. There's a disability group in Greece, and they're expressing anger on Monday at the government's decision to expand the list of state recognized disability categories to include, you won't believe this, y'all, pedophiles,
That's it.
exhibitionists, and kleptomaniac.
Right. It's a disability. That's what it is.
Uh huh.
Yeah, it's classified as a disability.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pedophilia in Greece.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe
So
this.
So if you're in Greece and you're a pedophile, you actually get a fucking disability check. You don't go to jail. You get to go to the government and get a goddamn check.
Oh, guess what the most disbelieving part about the pedophilia part? The National Confederate of Disability People called the action incomprehensible, said that pedophiles could be eligible for a higher disability pay than some people who receive organ transplant. You believe this? Not only do they get disability, they get a higher pay for disability than people who's getting organ transplant.
You guys still follow these Greek fraternities. Black people ain't got no business in no damn Greek fraternity. Run right here talking about Kappa, Beta, Kappa, Q Dog, and all this other fucking homo shit. Negroes want to be everybody but themselves. Don't even know what you're getting yourselves into.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So
some black folks too. Some black folks too, Auntie, because you can't tell sellout Negroes nothing. They want to be a part of the white man's world so bad. Running around here, Q Dog.
Mm-hmm. And talk about sexually immature people. A lot of them are that. Okay, so here's where I make the connection.
Yeah, but Auntie, some black folks are upholding these laws, and instead of opposing these laws, I keep telling people stay away from these damn fraternities. But it is what it is. But since we're up here, we want to switch gears a little bit because we don't want to keep bringing people down. Abby done fell off. Listen, we want to, me and Dane got something we want to talk to y'all about. Now, some of y'all was on the stream the other day. But wait a minute. First, let me let Dane finish up our article. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay, now in the other article, now jump forward to 2018, Athens, Greek, March 8th. Sexual violence against minor in Greece is like an iceberg, as is across the globe. The most cases remain unknown despite the increased voices called for disclosure and justice in recent years. Between 2012, when the disability thing went through for pedophiles, then jump forward to 2018, there's been an increase in sexual violence against minors. Okay, Greece has experienced its own shocking stories of child sex crimes. Last week, 4 men was arrested in northern Greece facing charges of sexual abusing a minor girl. Among those arrested, including the father of the girl. Yeah, the 16-year-old girl reportedly has been repeatedly suffering sexual abuse since she was 6 years old. 6. Her own father. For all we know, he could have been selling her to these other 3 men. In recent decades,
this is getting real depressing now.
I'm sorry, but I think there's a connection between the two. We gotta watch closely these pedophilia laws, these pedophilia medical laws, because once they go in effect and and they giving favor, we're gonna see a surge in sexual abuse of minor children,
And
children
disability
across the board.
and disability claims.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see a surge in them too.
Yeah, and
Are you done
and
with that?
okay,
Go
all
ahead,
right.
finish up because
Mhm.
it's getting depressing.
Okay. Now they've been having in recent decades. There's been more increased tendency of the victim to be able to disclose their experience and claim to be made in court. Part of the reasons why the victims don't want to do their claim in court, according to okay, let me see, because what happens is not only do they go to trauma of being sexually assaulted, they get re-traumatized going over the case, and some of the cases could take 10 years to go to court. Yeah, let's see, and so so each time they have to go to court, they're getting re-traumatized. So, and because the children and the parents are becoming aware of that, they don't want to put their children through this because
Okay,
the
Dan,
law
let's
hadn't
let's
passed at
let's
that time to go to court without the child having to go to court and retell over and over again. Now, United States, we record it one time, or the child does not have to go to case. They just go with
Dan,
the evidence. Yes.
can you hear me?
Okay, I'm finished now. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, it's just depressing. Let's move on to something else.
All right then.
And I don't think people want to hear any more of this.
Okay.
Well, let's make a few announcements, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody, we changing the format of Ladies Night starting next week. Um, you won't be hearing no more of this depressing shit on Ladies Night. Ladies Night is not going to be any political stuff. We're not going to cover any news topics. Starting next week, Ladies Night is going to be fun for the ladies. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be like a night out. We're going to have some fun things to do. We're going to laugh, drink, carry on like a couple of clowns, and we're going to have some fun because it's supposed to be a ladies' night out. That's pretty much what ladies' night is about. Not sure how we got on this political stuff, but we're getting off of it, okay? Because we can do this stuff on other shows.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need this on ladies' night. We want the ladies to have a good time, have some fun, have some laughs, relax, crack open some suds, and sit back and enjoy the show and have some fun with us. So starting next week, the format will be completely changed. We're going to start having fun. We're going to have games. We're going to have a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so the next ladies' night will be a lot more fun, and it's not going to be about this serious shit. We're not doing this on ladies' night anymore. And then here's another thing that we want to talk about too. We was going to address this on Gangster Talk, but we're going to do it tonight. Apparently, and me and James decided to do this together so you can get the both male and female perspective. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about doing the pickup lines again tonight, but we're gonna leave them alone for tonight. But listen, we got some serious things we want to talk to y'all about this channel. Okay?
Mhm.
We've had some situations that have gone a little bit too far. And first, I want to apologize because it starts with me. I allow certain things to happen that I shouldn't allow to happen. And I apologize for that to the people who are on the panel, such as Bro Speak, who may have been affected by some things that took place that I shouldn't have allowed to take place. And I could be a man about my mistakes and apologize to those who are on the panel for that wretched display of behavior that we will no longer allow on this channel. Now, with that being said, shout out to Bro Speak. Want to send an apology out to him for being, a good brother yesterday, and enduring something that he shouldn't have had to endure. T. Washington, also Abina, Lucy. So apologies to all of them. And let me say something here. This is the E Nation and the Ebony Star Network is our media hub. So through the Ebony Star Network is where all our media shows come from. But we are the E Nation, and we are about positive relations between black men and black women. This channel is a pro-black channel. It's also a slightly pro-black woman channel. And we want to attract brothers over here to have good relations with sisters so we can start building positive relations between black men and black women again.
Yeah.
And so we can start, right? And so, unfortunately, because this is a safe haven for black women, we've had some people who infiltrate this channel with their own personal agendas. There's been some feminist women that have come on here and have taken advantage of this space.
Mm-hmm.
And they have verbally bludgeoned some of our guests. They have been disrespectful. They have not respected this space. They've used this space as their own personal emotional dumping ground. And they have come on here and they have jumped on people simply because they either hate men or they can't deal with men. Let me be the first to tell you, this is not a man bashing channel. I know y'all hear me going in on sissy bims and manospheres, but those are specific type of black men. Okay? We don't bash black men over here. It's just a specific type of black men that we go after. The ones who are hating black women, the ones who are, trying to bully black women, those are the black men we go after. We don't just come on here and go off on black men. That's not what this channel is about. Some feminist women have come up here and have mistaken this channel for some whole other channel. And they come up here with absolutely no respect for men or for anyone. Now, we had somebody show her ass up here the other day. I should have stopped it, but I didn't stop it. And again, I apologize. It starts with me. I take full responsibility. I don't blame the ladies that work with me. Okay? Mm-hmm. It starts with me. But that's it. There will be no more of that on this channel. Going forward, you feminists, I understand. You've been hurt and all of that. And you can come here and relax in this salubrious environment that we built for our black women and our cool brothers who want to come up here and have positive relations with the sisters. That's what this environment is for. But if you can't handle that and you hate men, if you cannot keep that to yourself, you will not be allowed on these panels. Because if you come up on these panels with this crap, you will be booted off. Our kindness and our generosity has been taken for weakness, and we have been taken advantage of. Mm-hmm. That is the last time it will happen. It will happen no more on this channel. You will not get to come up here and have free shots at men because you hate men. And you will not get to come up here and have free shots at women because you hate women. We're not having any of it. We try to be nice. We try to let some people air out their differences, but some people don't give a damn about anybody but themselves. Now, there was some behavior on this show yesterday that is not becoming of this channel. It does not reflect who we are about, and we will no longer tolerate it. There will be no more warnings about it. This will be the last time we address it. There will be no more talking. There will only be action. This is not a black hate channel. This is not a black man hate channel. This is not a black woman hate channel. This is a channel that promotes positive relations between black men and black women, and we are also about promoting black love amongst our people. That's something that you cannot deal with. We understand. You can keep it moving. Please go on mute.
Oh.
On mute, please. I'm serious. Everybody on mute except me. Now, if that is something that you cannot handle, and you are too hurt, or you are too messed up, and cannot face it, or whatever, I'm sorry for you, but you'll have to keep it moving. You will not come here and use this channel to personally attack men or women. That's not fair to the people we have on our channel. That's not fair to the people in our chat who had to sit there and listen and witness this, especially our strongest supporters. And again, I will send an apology out to those who were affected by this yesterday, because it starts with me. I am the leader of the E Nation and Ebony Star Network. I should have done something about it. I didn't, and I apologize to those who had to endure that. It will not happen again. And that is not what this channel is about. We will no longer allow that to happen. Again, if you come up here with this stuff, you will be booted off. There will be no conversation. You won't even know it's coming. Because what we're saying right now, when I'm done talking and when the Lady Knight is done talking, there will be no more talking. There will only be swift action. If you come on this channel, on this panel, spewing hatred towards men or women, you will be dealt with quickly, and you will either be blocked. If you have a wrench, you will be stripped. Your privileges on this channel will be taken away from you. Because that is not what we are about. We do not promote black hatred of any kind. Just because I jump on some sissy bims and manospheres doesn't mean that this channel is about hating or bashing black men. Some of you feminists seem to have this channel mixed up with some other kind of channel. I suggest you get your channel straight. What went on yesterday will no longer be tolerated. We will not have people coming up here blessing people out because they have a difference of opinion. We will not have people come up here anymore blessing people out because they hate men. I'm sorry if you're hurt. We're here for you, and we'll try to help you heal, but we're not going to tolerate you attacking men or bashing men because you're upset. They don't deserve that, and it's up to us to protect the people in this environment. We want to attract good people. We don't want to run good people away. There are good brothers in here, and then there were some brothers in here trying to fill things out. It's not fair to them that they get attacked or bludgeoned like that. We will no longer allow that to happen. You've taken out kindness for weakness. Now we're going to show you just how strong we really are. When I'm done, there'll be no more talking. Any infraction going forward will be dealt with swift action. There will be no more talking. Lady Knight?
All right. Okay, now when it comes to the panel, okay, we had a problem with somebody talking over other people. I'm going to be nipping that in the bud. I'm going to either mute, and since the mute is not permanent, you can unmute yourself. If you continue, I will drop you off the panel. One way to find out when somebody's finished, when the person who is talking, we're gonna advise them to let us know when they finish talking by saying, "I yield the mic." Or if you presenting a question to somebody, after you ask a question, I yield the mic to the person I'm asking the question to. You know. But in the meantime, if you hop in the middle of somebody's talking, your first warning is to remind you, hey, they still talking. Second warning, I'm going to just mute you until they finish talking. If you unmute yourself and continue talking over the person, or it's your third time talking over the person, I'm going to drop you backstage until the person finished talking. That's why I'm saying, if a person asks you a question, when they say, I yield the mic to you, for you to answer the question. Until they say that, you do not hop in and answer the question. You do not hop in. I know sometimes what they say, you feel differently about, or you want to answer immediately. No, we're going to restrain ourselves. We're going to give some people some time to get used to it. But I'm still using it. If you continue and I have to keep dropping you, I'm not going to even let you up there. And if you aggravate the people in the chat because I'm not letting you up there, you will be timed out. You will be blocked out. Because all during that time, I kept having to tell people, hold up, I want to hear what they said. I don't care if it's not true or not. I want to hear it. I want to hear it, what they say, because you just assuming which way they go. Or sometimes they just talking out their thoughts and then their question is going to be asked. But in the meantime, I can't hear them over you. Okay. Now, the cursing. Okay. For a while, I didn't mind a little bit of cursing. Sometimes it happens. Some people, when they feel strongly, they'll be saying curse words, not necessarily cursing at you. I'm having low tolerance for the F-bomb because we are all adults here, and we can disagree without dropping all these F-bombs, MF bombs, S-bombs, B-bombs, H-bombs, WH bombs. You know them all. Y'all know them all. So if you can't give your difference or point out your difference without excessive bombs, then I'm going to be like, hey, look. I know you can without all that. That's too excessive. And depending on how my tolerance level, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be on my tolerance level. I'm going to mute you. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Auntie, okay, you got a point. I think we should allow person.
Bro, I'm sorry, Dan. Hey, bro, speak. Can you jump up here real quick, if you don't mind?
Okay, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
Yeah, drop the link.
Okay, anybody else want to? But first, let's have bro speak, and then anybody else that wants to come up can come up.
Because what happened yesterday will never happen again on this channel. Y'all know me, I love my black women, but right is right and wrong is wrong. Bro, speak.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, man. Let me be the first to issue an apology for what you had to endure yesterday. That's not what this channel is about. I should have stopped it, and I didn't. And I want to send an apology out to you. You shouldn't have to endure that. You shouldn't have to come on this panel and be blindsided and attacked by somebody who seems to have some serious issues that she doesn't want to deal with.
Well,
And
I appreciate it, and no, I didn't blame none of y'all for that. And
mhm.
like I said, like I mean, she had an anger issue, and it's like it was directed at it. I see it was like it's directed at all of the guys, and
Right, right,
it was like, and I'm trying to tell her. I said, I'm not your enemy. I'm not the
exactly.
one. I'm not the enemy here. So why are you coming at me? Especially when I'm coming up here to explain something that is going on, because that's why when I came up there before she even got there, that's what I was trying to do. I wasn't saying I agree, disagree, anything. I'm trying to explain a point, and she's just coming after me, like trying to come after me, trying to say that I'm this way. I'm like anti-black, and because I'm like, I'm trying to understand, and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, and even after that, I was thinking about it. I said, now, am I really anti-black? And then I
Mm-hmm.
thought about it, and I'm like, no, well, I'm not. I mean, because I'm like, especially if you would have thought that, I would have been gone.
Absolutely.
Without no hesitation. And I'm
Absolutely.
like, and there's nobody else who's been thinking that, at least from my interactions with people here. There's somebody else that thinks that. So I didn't
And,
get where she was coming from, and then you had the other guy was saying the same thing. But I'm like, everybody else is like, no. I think I broke Rosie's heart, but that,
right. Oh,
but
Rosie. Yeah. But hold on, bro. Hold on,
but
bro. Let me say
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Let me say this. And people, the reason why I'm addressing this, it wasn't a black man that came to me and said, "Hey, Max, you need to address this." Actually, it was black women. Black women came to me. They did not appreciate what they saw yesterday, and it was enough of them that hit me up, even on my own team, stressing me like, "Look, this is not the behavior that they want to see from other black women." Black women told me to address this, not black men. Black women urged me to come out here and address this because they felt that that behavior was unacceptable and it was unbecoming, and that she was extremely belligerent and out of control. And a lot of black women didn't like that. So it was black women that came. It wasn't black men. It was black women that came to me and told me to address this. And going forward, this will no longer be tolerated on this channel. You feminist, this is not a warning. This is a promise. This is a haven. You can come here and try to heal. But the minute you come up on this panel trying to attack black men because you hate black men, you will be gone as quick as you came. Same thing for you brothers out there. You come on this panel, you start attacking women, you will be gone as quick as you came. We're not tolerating any of it. This is not a black hate channel. We do not hate black people here, men or women. Like I said, just because you hear me going in on some dudes, those are specific black men, not all black men. We don't just bash black men out of nowhere because we are upset or we have issues in our life that we're having a hard time getting by. These men up here did not do anything to you. They did not make you that way. They did not cause your pain, so they do not deserve your anger and for you to be extremely belligerent and disrespectful. And that's really not the behavior of a woman. Okay, and so going forward, that will no longer be tolerated here on this channel. In the chat, we catch you in the chat doing it. We're smoking you there too. We don't want none of that here on this channel. The people that we do have here, we respect, and the brothers that do come here that are trying to work with the sisters, we respect their efforts. And the women respect their efforts, and we want to keep it that way. We want to keep positive relations growing. Okay? We don't need somebody coming up here derailing that. It's bad enough we already got a wedge between black and women black men and black women that we're dealing with now. We don't need to make that wedge bigger. And the brothers that do come here, we don't want to run them off because they're trying to come in and at least make an effort and reach out to build positive relations with black women. And we got black women that are willing to build positive relations with the brothers that come here. And that's the way we want to keep it. And we want to keep that growing. We can't do that when we got people coming in here being selfish, only giving a damn about how they feel and not giving a fuck about anyone else and being extremely disrespectful and extreme in your judgment of people that you don't even know. You don't even know these people. And your judgment was extreme. Take your problems elsewhere. Do not dump them here. We are not a dumping ground for people's problems. Now, we don't mind if you come here, you want to hang out, get the feel of the place, unwind, relax, make a friend or something like that, try to heal. We cool with all of that. But the rest of that shit, you can keep to yourself. We're not dealing with it anymore. You've taken our kindness for weakness. You've insulted our guests. All right? And so I'm here to protect everybody in this environment, women and the brothers who come in here who are respectful, who respect this place, who respect me. I'm here to protect them as well. Okay, Dane?
All right. Okay, Auntie. Okay, I reconsider. If they're not cursing out somebody, I'll accept that, the cursing as part of their vernacular.
But yeah, we don't mind. No. We don't mind you. Okay, we don't have a problem with a person having a difference of opinion. Okay, it's one thing to have a heated debate because you have a difference of opinion, but you can have a heated debate and disagree without going crazy on each other. Me and Bro Speak done had heated debates. We done had heated exchanges where we didn't agree. Okay? But at the end of the day, I respect him, we respect me. Okay, it's okay. We don't have a problem with you. But what we don't want is what we had yesterday. That will not be tolerated anymore. Okay? That was extreme disrespect. And that's not the first time that's happened. We've had a couple of them coming up in here talking crazy, and we let it slide. No more sliding. I got to go on mute.
Okay. All right. So, yes. Oh, and another reminder. If two women are in a heated debate, do not jump in, gentlemen. Most of y'all are mature enough to know that already, but we have a few that they get caught up in, or they want to answer the question so bad they want to tag me in. No. That's between them. Let them deal with it. The same thing with the two guys. If the two guys are having a heated debate, as much as we want to jump in, let them handle it. We go on mute and let them duke it out verbally without degenerating into name calling and stuff like that. We would try to encourage them to hear each other out. Because I'm sorry, sometimes I want to hear the stuff that's being said, and I will, hey, I want to hear what they saying. When they get through, you can hop in with your answer. Oh, yeah. So yeah, unless you trying to, hey, get them to listen to each other, please don't hop in. Don't take sides. better yet, just mute up and stay under the radar until they duke it out, calm or drop the subject. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause we had an issue with somebody jumping in while the two ladies arguing. I think it made it stretch out longer because as soon as we got the angry one calmed down and starting to talk reasonable, here this other person
And
come stirring them up again.
and believe it or not, people, it wasn't the brothers who came to me. It was the women. The sisters was like,
Oh
"Yo,
yes.
Max, what? Yeah, like what the hell are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, why did you let that happen?" It's the sisters that stepped to me because it was black because there was a lot of black women that felt that behavior was insane,
Mhm.
And so like I said, it wasn't the brothers. The brothers actually didn't say anything.
Mhm.
It was all black women that came to me and said, "Hey man, you, I don't know what the hell that was, but you're gonna have to deal with that." And so that's why we're addressing it tonight.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, because that was out of hand, and I could have spent more. I could have used, my muting. I did try. Some of them was he uh knows about the mute with StreamYard. You can unmute yourself,
And you know
but
what? And the thing
but she
about it
did it
is,
too often, and I had to put her backstage and talk to her and tell her I'm gonna let you back up, but you gotta be calm.
and you know what? The thing about it is, we love our people. We understand a lot of us got issues. We understand that. That's why we're here for each other. We got to try to heal. We got to try to work through our differences. That's why we say building positive relations. But there's some people that don't give a damn about anybody but themselves and don't have no respect for anyone. There was no respect for the people on this panel, and there was no respect for this platform.
Yeah, and the thing
Excuse me.
and the thing of it is, the way that it happened is not going to. I, I get the anger, I get but if you're trying to be a person that's going to be trying to get people to organize and stuff like that, you're not going to get anywhere just yelling at them, screaming at them, insulting them, trying to make them out into something that they're not. All you're doing is just you're going to alienate people and they're going to run from you. And then now some people are going to be thinking that this challenge just, you don't treat people with respect. If you disagree with something, they're just going to bound beat you into submission, and that's not something you want. You trying to get, in particularly black men, to organize. You're not going to get that just yelling at them and insulting them. So, but let me jump off because this is late night and I don't want to take up the time. I'll be in the chat.
Okay. Thanks, bro. Speak. All right, ladies. If anybody else want to say anything or just want to talk and hang out, okay. The link is in ladies' night. Um, let's see. Okay, I think I covered that. Okay. All right. So, okay, we're not a monolith. We're going to have people with different points of view, or they're not quite understanding what we mean by things, or they're not going to be to the level that we at, or even care to be, but that don't mean that we should be going in on them. We should hear their point of view out. All right. We should, hear what they think it means, and if it's incorrect, we correct them. But we can do it without going in on them. Um, let's see, because I want to be, us to be able to hear each other, and disagree or have a difference of opinion and be okay. Some of us we ain't gonna be totally okay, but just okay enough that we can respect each other's opinion, whether we agree with it or not. It'll be like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but I don't agree with you. I don't think I'm ever agree with you. So y'all not gonna be tight, or y'all stuff like that, and be okay with it. But we're gonna have moments where we're gonna be heated. We're gonna be very strong in our opinions and stuff like that. But let's try not to generate into name calling. Try to hear each other out, or even if you think you know where they're going, the rest of us would like to hear it out. Um, we want to understand what makes this person think this way, and if they're willing to open themselves up to tell us why they think this way or why they feel this way, or it just could, then I want to hear.
Yeah, and people, we have to work together to protect this space. This is a salubrious environment for black men and black women. There is no gender war in here. This is a haven for our black women, and the brothers who come in here to chat with our women and try to build positive relations. We can't attract more people if we allow crazy people to come in here and do what you saw yesterday. Because then, if we allow that, then we're not doing our job in protecting this house. We're not protecting this environment. The people who come up on that panel shouldn't be subject to brutal attack like that. That shit was brutal. And I should have done something about it. I apologize. I shouldn't have let it go like that. You understand what I'm saying? And we got some good brothers in here. And I don't want them to think that this is a channel that they can't come to, because they're doing their part by respecting this environment and being respectful to the women. Okay. And they're trying to have positive relations with the women. So they're doing their job. I need to do mine and protect everybody that's in this house. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, it starts with me. I'm the leader of the E Nation and the Ebony Star Network. I take full responsibility. I don't blame none of my ladies. I'm the leader. It falls on me. And I guarantee you it will not happen again. There will be no more talking. It will only be swift and decisive action. No more talking and no more of that, punks jumping in between two women, trying to antagonize one against the other and instigate one against the other, like that punk was doing. What's his name, Dame? The honest what? Truth? Hello?
Yes, the honest truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More like the honest punk. Did y'all see him trying to take one side and try to play one side against the other? Man, we don't know him. He got us fucked up. And then there was a warning and he kept doing it. So I came up and slapped his ass off the panel. Like, we don't do that here. But we don't want women, we don't even like when the women are fighting. Okay, but if they do have a difference of opinion, you stay the fuck out of it. All right, and try to let them work through it. Because sometimes it ain't pretty, man. Relations sometimes is not going to be pretty. It's going to be some heated exchanges here and there. We understand. We understand that. But we got to try to keep working through our issues. You understand what I'm saying? And so my thing is, but that shit yesterday was crazy. And I went back and listened to it. I didn't realize how bad it was until I went and I listened to it. I was like, God damn, the hell?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But, trust me, that will not happen again. I got to go on mute. I'll be right back there.
Yeah. Okay, Auntie, I see you right. As long as they're not cursing somebody out, I'll be more tolerant of it. If y'all can get past my dangs, my dang it, my damn it, Okay, I can tolerate a few F-bombs. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, I'm gonna talk with Lucy later, but just in case you think because she slipped it in, the CR word that we put in our soups, or the KR word that we put in our soups, please do not use them. Um, I don't know what the issue is with that. I suspect I know, but please try not to use them. Oh, okay. And I'm gonna find that list of words that Max had found. That will I don't know what it is. Google have an issue with. Some of it don't just don't make any sense. Hey, I didn't get a chance to listen to that. I was working the polls. That was Max. I don't think he listened to the whole 10 hours. I think he listened to the parts he missed. What's the sound that a whip makes? Especially a bull whip. And the person that wielded is called a. Don't you write that word in there. You just say, yeah, I got it. Or no, I don't got it. Oh, she eat hers with cheese. Oh, okay. I'm so used to having it with soup. But yeah, and I have mine with peanut butter. Yes, I even did peanut butter and jelly with it. Nope. You gonna make me spell that word, aren't you? I'm gonna tell you later in the back. But if you figure it out, don't you spell it. And since when can you eat creeps? And why would you want to eat creeps? Yeah, sounds icky. But anyway, um, oh wait a minute, she probably wrote that before she saw your message, Emmanuel Brick. Sorry about that, Auntie. Let's see. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Hey, anybody in the chat that was there during part of life? Did I cover everything? Or did I keep thinking I'm missing something. But yeah, I'm gonna get a chance to go over it again because I want to prove a point. I might use it for a lesson plan. You know, this is what you do not do in our channel. Or this is what you sound like when you get loud, hysterical, and talk over people. This is what you look and sound like when you jump to conclusions. Yeah, but or you see, man, see how he handled that. You can't get no wilder than that. Yeah, he was able to stay calm, talk peacefully, and he came out fine. His feelings didn't get hurt. He didn't let his feelings get involved. He tried to calm her down, and at points he was very successful. And if he, when he couldn't take it anymore, well, I don't think he couldn't take it anymore. He just had stuff to do. Leave. But for those of you who are a little bit more sensitive, you can't take it anymore. Just hop off. Get away from it for a little while. Take a little break. Shoots, you see, there's always a chance we'll still be in there talking. Yeah, we need a Dame story night after that debacle yesterday. A Dame story. Well, I think I was just telling the story. Let's see. As I said, I might use that, cut up sections of it and say, okay, now, gentlemen, when you're dealing with this situation, don't take anything she say personal. Yes, she gonna be digging and cutting you in your vulnerable spots, but that's her point. Shoot. They, or ladies, when they get like this, do not let how they feeling and or they try to hit you in your vulnerable part to get you aggravated so you can look crazy. You know, yeah. Let's see, a dame story. Okay. Well, no, I can't tell you a story about the polls. It was slow. We just had only about 31 people vote, but a lot of people did absentee votes. In our particular area, we just had one thing to vote on. You know, um, let's see, let's see, um, let's see, okay, I ordered. You see, we don't have a Uber Eats or a DoorDash. We got something called Wait. It's just starting to get up there and running. Okay, I assume that the Wait people is somebody local. Because the last one the last two I had, that was somebody local, so they were kind of familiar with the area. So when I say at such and such school cafeteria, even if they never went there, they probably figured to go to the front of the school. But they depend on Google Maps. Okay, Google Maps have little glitches, and they'll send you in the general vicinity of the address you put down. Because it's a school could take up a whole block, and in this case, it does. At least as far as the school property, it takes up a whole block, surrounding on all four sides. And so they sent them to one of the side parkings, the teacher park. That's near the dumpsters. And that area was locked off because, hey, there was no school today. It was just going to vote, cafeteria. And I was like, and it was like, okay, I can't seem to find where you at. I'm near the big freezers. Like, freezers? Like, what are they talking about? I said, oh, yeah, the ones near the big dumpsters. I said, wait a minute. There's only one set of big dumpsters I know. I said, wait, let me see if I can get there. Because the shortcut way, which is straight through, is gated off. Dame and Collins collab to bring the tension down a peg or two, depending on who it is, might be 100. Are you afraid of that? No, I don't have any scary movie. I mean, scary story. At least, yeah, no. I'm usually, it's weird. Sometimes when I'm most scared and I dream, sometimes, not all the time, my dreams turn silly. Yeah, so 1 minute the monster's chasing me, he's gonna eat me up. And then at the last second, when he's about to bite my leg, my stomach growls and I realize I'm hungry. And that monster's looking kind of good. And his leg turned into a giant leg quarter. Uh Usually baked, because that's usually where I eat leg quarters. Or barbecue. And he's looking awfully good. And then all of a sudden, you look good enough to eat. I'm hungry. And next thing you know, I'm chasing the monster. And then I wake up in the morning chewing on my pillow. So I don't really have too many scary dreams. And I don't remember the ones I might have had when I was really little. So, okay. Let me see. Let's see. Scare. Jaws was scary for me for the longest. But yeah, well, one, I can't swim, and the fact that there's stuff in the water that can eat you, I couldn't do it. I watched it. I was there for my mom. My mom couldn't handle scary movies, but she'll watch them as long as there's somebody watching them with her. But then she gets scared and she'll be like, "Damn, you sure you don't want to sleep with mommy? In case you get scared." Well, that's not how my mom sounds, but it's close as I can get. And they'd be like, "No, mom, I'm okay." But for Jaws, I was scared, and I went to sleep with her. but I couldn't sleep because I kind of sleep a little while, and sometimes I sleep with my leg hanging off the bed. I kept waking up every time my leg fell off to the side of the bed because I kept imagining Joss was going to come out of the bed and bite my foot off, or bite my leg off. Now I know Jaws is in the ocean, and it didn't happen. It didn't help that a couple of years later, Saturday Night Live did a skit called Land Shark. But anyway, let me get back to the nightmare. So I couldn't sleep, or I would wake up and I'd be heart pumping because I swore Jaws had bit off my leg. What it was, I caught a leg cramp. Eating too much buttery popcorn and soda and candy while watching a movie, and but not drinking enough water before I went to bed. Um, leg cramp, you know. So the leg cramp happened at the same time that Jaws was biting my leg off in the dream. I'm waking up, breathing hard, my heart pumping, feel like it's jumping out of my chest, and my leg in agony. I just knew my leg was gone. And I wake up and I'm like, whew, there's a nightmare, but my leg hurt. And then I fix it up. So I'm trying to lie back down, go to sleep. Now, because my mom watched the scary movie, the bathroom light is on, so I can see my mom. So I'm lying down next to her. My mom, who normally never snores, don't snore. The breathing noises you hear that's not technically a snore. She never did that. Well, that night she did, and guess what? She was snoring. Well, it was sleep noise, but it was close to snoring as she can get without having a cold. The theme attack music to Jaws. So here I am trying to lie down, go back to sleep, get over my fear that Jaws was underneath my bed, and I'm laying next to my mother, and she's lightly snoring the theme music of Jaws attacking. I couldn't sleep. I finally woke her up. It was like, Mom, roll over. You know, Actually, she was on her stomach, but she was facing me. I figured if she rolled over to the other side, I wouldn't hear her. Yeah. Yeah, it was hilarious, but it was giving me nightmares. So all of a sudden, not only was Jaws under my bed waiting to bite my leg off, he can come from underneath my bed and chase me. So in one sense, I laughed it up, but once I went to sleep, I had nightmares about the land shark. Yeah, and yeah. So would you believe she got even louder with the theme music? So I conquered my fear, and I got off the edge of bed, hurry up, tiptoe to the bathroom, went and used the bathroom. Then I snuck back out of the bathroom because uh, my mom's bedroom and another bedroom, the bathroom was the connecting door. But I wasn't going through that bedroom because one, it was partially the junk room and the sewing room, and two, there's another bed there that Jaws uh, um, could be underneath, and I won't be able to get away because there's too much junk in the way. Anyway, so I go back, and here I am with my back to the dresser, looking to see if Jaws is under the bed. I know. In my was how old was I? Wait a minute, what year Jaws came out? I was about 10 or 12. Um, I know in my 10 or 12-year-old mind, there's no way Jaws is under the bed. But to a scared person at night who's afraid to swim and definitely afraid of shark, he was under there. So I wasn't afraid to walk into the living room in the dark. Hey, it wasn't a bed. There was a sofa, there was chairs, and then I went to my room and I realized, oh shoots, I gotta make it to my bed without getting near it because the shark is gonna get me. I did a running and I jumped on the bed. Yeah, yeah. My mom got mad because I broke my box spring because I jumped on the bed. Yeah, I turned on the light and jumped on the bed, and then I didn't turn the light back off. I slept up. I stayed up all night with the light on. Because as far as I was concerned, as long as the light was on, he was gonna stay underneath that bed. Hey, you're dealing with a phobia. First of all, when I was really young, I almost drowned in a swimming pool. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. So, yeah. First of all, um, yeah, I nearly drowned. So, so I'm afraid of deep water. I still get occasionally in the swimming pool. And when I was 11, I almost drowned again. Okay. So that means I will get in the pool, but I'm one of the ones stay on the shallow end. And then, you know, because lakes and oceans are deep, pretty much bottomless in my mind, I did not ever want to go in them. I went on a ride on a boat on the lake, or was it the river? And I was scared stiff. I refused to move because my mind was if I leaned too far left or right, I was going into the water, and I can't swim. Oh yeah, I saw arachnophobia. Oh yeah. I'm afraid of big spiders too. I had a couple of near miss. Does anybody know what a wood spider look like? Well, apparently around our house, and well, I haven't seen them get that big in a while. But we had wood spiders. Some of them, if they live long enough, can get to be the size of a size enough to catch small birds. And this is coming from a girl. Oh, any of y'all seen banana spiders? Who I love figs. Love figs. I don't know how it happened, but when I was coming up, the fig tree sometimes got invaded by banana spiders. And for some reason, I attracted the banana spiders. So I'd be up in the fig tree picking figs, and then all of a sudden, I see a banana spider making its way towards me, and I scream and holler and fall out the tree. I'm not hurt. I'm a little stunned. Okay, I'm thinking, okay, ooh, at least I got away from the spider. No, as I'm looking up, the spider, banana spider, big enough to be about the size of a 10, 11-year-old child's hand, or at least a little girl hand, coming down towards me, and I'm screaming and howling, but I can't seem to get up. I don't know why I can't seem to get up. I'm screaming and howling. The spider's coming to get me. In fact, one time it got so close to me when I was screaming and howling, my aunt Viola came out with a baseball bat and bunted it across the yard. Okay, but to me, even though the banana spiders are scary, to me, what's even scarier is a wood spider about the size of your hand. Okay, we had a chow chow. He hates rats, possums, anything of the rodent variety. Oh, and cats. He'll kill it. The Anyway, so he's barking like man, like what the heck he's barking about? I said, please don't let him find another skunk, because he killed a skunk underneath my bedroom window. I couldn't sleep in my room for days until one of my cousins, one of our my mom's cousins, was brave enough to go and get the body from underneath there. But anyway, um, so I was like, please don't let it be another possum. So I come out there, and there, I mean, not another skunk. Come out, there's a possum, big possum, on the top of our fence line. And my dog is determined he's going to get it, going to tear it up. No, he's not going to eat it. He's just going to kill it. You know, yeah, if he wasn't so big, he'd be great for catching rats. But, but, so anyway, okay, so I'm trying to spray I turn on the faucet and I'm trying to spray the possum for it to go away, for the dog to stop barking so I can go to sleep. Okay, okay, so when the possum went further down along the fence line, my mom all of a sudden said, "Dame, that's not my name, but I'm not giving y'all my name. Not out here. Dame, come here." I said, "Okay, I'm coming." Dang, Frankie, get over here. I was like, what? What the? And I stepped back and I turned to see why is she yelling at me? And just out of the side of my, I see something just flew by towards the ground. I was like, what the heck was that? Turned out it was a giant wood spider. I didn't see it on the ground, and I didn't stay to find it. This thing had got big enough to eat birds, or at least baby birds. Like robins, sparrows, and stuff like that. And I was like, I had the shakes afterwards. I came this close to this thing landing on me, and it could have bit me. Well, why else was it going down towards me? And even little wood spiders can do some damage. Imagine a big one. And the way I was leaned over the edge of the porch, he would have landed on the back of my neck or the back of my head. Okay, let's see. Sell you bites were no jokes. It was part of my child. Now I can never listen to it again. I heard a couple of nights ago when I was driving home at 12:30. I kept looking in the back seat. Nor the song Jeepers Creep. Yes, that movie messed up that song for me. There was another movie that used to play that song used to go to, and now I can't remember the movie that the Jeepers Creepers song was for originally because the Jeepers Creepers. But you know what? For some reason, 2 and 3 was not scary for me. Yeah, the first one was scary to me, but second and third one, it, the same thing with the Freddy Krueger movies. And then after I saw the first one again, it wasn't scary. The Jason movies, actually, the Jason movies were getting a little crazy. And for some reason, I don't know why, I just got tired of what's the one, um, what's the move? The guy with the mask that was after this girl who might have been his sister, or at least on the first one. Dang it, what was his name? Um, I can't remember the name of the movie. Ooh, what about Shining? Well, actually, Shining wasn't quite scary, but it was scary. Imagine being trapped all by your lonesome in a hotel with a crazy man who's your husband. Oh, dang it. You're ruining my dreams of going to Australia. Oh, well. Well, hey, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. And now that I remember, I don't think I heard banana spiders were not native to Louisiana. They came on the banana boats. So wait a minute. So now I'm a little hesitant about going to the islands like Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, because if that's the origin of where the banana spiders come from, I'm gonna have nightmares that banana spiders gonna be chasing me all over the place.
Hi guys.
Wait a minute. Where did that come from? Okay, I don't know who Hi Guys was. Oh, I'm just gonna make sure
No,
to find out how long spider season lasts, and just not go in spider season, or stay in the metropolitan areas. Don't go out in the bush. I don't need to see a kangaroo or koala that badly. Besides, kangaroo kits and koala got these claws. Yep. Nor do I need to see a wallaby or although I am curious about the native Australians and New Zealanders. Actually, if I go to Australia, I'm going to be looking to see if my grandfather left a daughter in Australia. Yeah, my grandfather, World War II, he was stationed in Australia and New Zealand, and they built the runways that was out there, which are still used to this day. Oh, and he was so proud of meeting the uh, Tuskegee Airmen, and they made his okay. He felt like he wasn't really contributing much because hey, he cut sugar cane, he dug ditches, and he helped build the runway. But they made him see no, your contribution is important because if you hadn't built this runway, there was nowhere I could have landed here, land here, and but you see, my grandfather's also kind of young. He changed the date on his birthday, and went in early. It's like, how can you change? I asked the same question. How you change the? I'm used to the digital ink typed in. Well, his mom had a midwife, and she wrote out the birth certificate in pencil. So, with his mom permission, he changed the date. That's why my grandfather has two birth dates on the VA: his actual birth date and the date he used, the year he used, the actual year he was born, or the year he used to join the military during World War II. He wasn't conscripted. Nah, I know. He did not want to be a farmer, and he wanted more, and this was an opportunity for him to do more. Yeah. Oh, he wasn't patriotic about, oh yes, we are citizens of the United States, we're gonna defend. No, 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 no. This was for opportunity. My grandfather not sure, but he was proud. But it wasn't because he was army. That's because the Tuskegee Airmen made his contributions just as much as theirs did. Oh yeah, but yeah. Our grandfather is more like the spook at the door. He tolerate or will use white people to get what he needs to get. Oh yeah, he made jokes about the first time he seen Klansmen, black men working together to keep the jobs away from them immigrants. Yeah. And my grandfather, I didn't know how to handle that. He didn't believe in Dr. King. He wasn't going to hinder him. It wasn't going to stop him, but he wasn't like really participating. You know, he was about working, getting that money because his dream was to have a store, and he was working to get that money to get his store. That's all he cared about, that and women. You know. So yeah. Oh yeah, you know, yeah, my grandfather and his brother and well, I've only known the little brother and his little brother. I hadn't. The others were gone and passed away before. Oh, and his older brother, of course. Oh no, 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 no. They work with him. They tolerate him. They'll even have a nice conversation with them. And you swear they the best of, but no, he ain't faking, buddy. No, he said no. That white man don't know where I live, and he ain't about to know where I live. I work with him. That's it. You know. You say you tolerate working with all kind of assholes. You don't let their assholery. Well, that's not what he told me because I was a little girl at the time. So he's trying to cool it with the language. You don't let their attitude or their little things they do get to you. Oh, wait a minute. No, oh, let me see. Let me put the most direct way. He said, you do not let that man get in between you and your money and your paper and stuff like that. I ain't saying tolerate get hit, but if as long as he ain't putting his hands on you, you ignore what he's saying. Because what he's doing is aggravating you, pissing you off. You're gonna swing at him, you're gonna lose a job, and he gonna get one of his buddies in the place of your job. And you gonna mess yourself up for another job. Mm-mm. So yeah, so my grandfather was like, he's not about letting no white man get between him. As long as that white man did not lay hands on him, spit on him, he's okay. But the moment that man lay hands on him, it was on. But he was saying you're gonna be working with all kind of white people. They gonna treat you like dirt. They gonna think they're above you because they're white. Um, they ain't gonna work as hard as you will or do. You don't let that stop you. Don't do what he's doing. He's white. The world is set up so it'll be okay for him to do that bull. You are not privileged like that. And the sooner you get in your head, the better it be. And we said, you don't let nothing or nobody, I don't care if they're white, black, brown, yellow, red, green. Well, actually, no, my grandfather never went into them green colors, but that was my mom's speech because my mom gave a speech like that too. But where do you think it came from? It came from my grandfather. You know, um, you show up to the job, do your job to the best of your ability. When you can't take it anymore, you leave it. But you do not burn the bridges because you never know when you might have to come back to that job because sometimes if jobs are not available, you gotta take what you can get. So yeah, yeah. In fact, I almost made myself sick staying on a job because you don't just give up a job, or you don't give up a job until you have another job lined up. That's the way it works. I didn't have another job lined up. And the way I was working like 16-hour days for 4 days in a row. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. At one point, it got to the point where I was working 16-hour days for 6 days. And it was becoming too much for my body. And I started not being able to eat. I swear I was getting ulcer. And I really wanted to quit that job. But the way I was working and I was so tired, I didn't have the energy to find another job. you know. And hey, it was drum in my head. You don't quit a job unless you have another job lined up. I mean, I'd be so tired when I get off of work and I get in my car. I have to take a 30-minute nap before I risk driving home because I was just too tired. And then once I got home and put the car in park, I took another 30-minute nap to have the energy to get out of the car and go home and go to bed. And which time I had to get up, cook for my grandparents. Well, cook for my grandfather. The time my grandmother was sick, and my grandfather was running himself ragged. Sometimes I had to go while he went take visit my grandmother at the hospital. I had to go run and pay the bills, and then go get some sleep, and then get up and cook something real quick for him for when he comes back from visiting my grandma because he would stay all day. Oh, you in the red room, shooks. If we're gonna be doing that, why not go Vampire in Brooklyn? I saw a commercial for it. I was like, you know what? I ain't seen that in a while. I think I might want to see Vampire in Brooklyn again. Shooks, I was so. Oh yeah, I was making so much overtime. They had to put part of my overtime on another check, which was already getting a lot of overtime. So by the time I quit, yeah, I had to talk to my mom. And I was like, Mom, I don't feel so well. I'm tired. They hadn't hired anybody. I don't only get one day off, and I think I'm getting ulcer. And she's like, Babe, why don't you quit the job? But Mom, we don't quit a job unless we got another job. I said, I'd rather you quit the job than for you to make yourself sick. Go ahead, quit the job. Give your body a chance to recover and rest, and just go out and look for another job. But at the time, all that was drummed into me. You don't quit no job unless you have another job lined up. You don't burn no bridges. You don't let nobody piss you off to giving up a job or fight. If they do not touch you, or if all they got is words, it's just words. It don't mean anything. Let it roll off your back. I guess that's why I do it. I have friends and be like, "How could you take that? Take what? Them talking to you like that?" And I couldn't take that. Yeah, yeah, I know that. But it don't bother me. It's just words. And be like, and it'd be like, I couldn't take it. I said, hey, it ain't getting between me and my money. They're not gonna irritate me to quit a job or swing at them, lose a job, make it hard to find another job. Cause small towns, everybody has a connection to everybody. And even though some companies they can't officially tell the other companies these things, they're close enough where they can whisper. So what's the deal with this person? Da, 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 da. I know enough of that. So I was like, mm-mm. They're gonna have to find somebody, some other sucker, to get the swing at them so they can get their buddy in there. What? You do know they doing this so they can get rid of you and pull their friend in. Saw what happened to so and so today? Let that white boy irritate him and he swung on him. Yep. White boy took the hit, didn't he? Oh yeah, he felt good when he that fist connected to the white boy. He got fired for fighting. And what happened? Oh, he has a friend or he has a relative who needs a job. He could do that job and he wouldn't be fighting and all that other stuff. So you got a temporary satisfaction in punching that white boy, and he got the permanent satisfaction of getting rid of you and getting a family member or a friend of his in that position. You better think. But I know a lot of young generation they don't think about that. I seen our kids, summer work programs. A lot of them being cut out, but they will have it for the college and the high school students, especially if your family's low income, and you go through the hiring process, the interview, and that be your first experience. That be your work experience, most of the time. Okay, now when I was coming up and that we was not working, there was like only one or two of us that was lucky enough to work in the office. Nice air conditioned office in the summertime. Whoo, you know, I had to strip wax off the floor. I had to clean windows. I had to clip hedges. Luckily I didn't have to cut grass because they left that for the boys. I had to scrape wax with a scraper on the floor, mostly in the corners, but um, did all the maintenance work. Okay, anybody ever did maintenance work in schools? All that stuff that you had to do to maintain the building, clean up the school and stuff like that. We did all that. Painting too. You name it, we was doing all that. Okay. As girls too. Only thing we didn't have to do was cut out the grass. I felt sorry for the guys. These big old fields all in the sun. They had to cut with push mowers. Gas push mowers, but still, we're talking about like 2 football size fields. full of grass that over the month that school been out grew like weeds. Hey, Louisiana, you let the grass grow too long, you gonna have a field. Anyway, okay, so yeah, but you don't just work at the schools. You work in some of the court offices and stuff like that. But not to. Usually, it was the white girls that got those jobs. Maybe one or two black. No, they weren't always coons. They weren't. No, actually, they weren't coons. It's just that, you know, they had some kind of family connection, or they were favored because they were good students at school, and whatever. Anyway, so jump. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! 30. Wait. No. At that time, yeah, about 30. About 30 something, 30 plus years. This generation, they working in the courthouse, nice air conditioned courthouse, and okay, the white secretaries are giving them their work. I don't know, stuff like filing, making copies, and all that other stuff. You know, or they weren't told what to do, but you're supposed to look busy. You're not supposed to just stand around. Oh my goodness. Okay, one of the girls would deliberately jam up the copy machine so badly that they need somebody to come in and unjam. Not just you go in there and unjam. Call maintenance, the copy company, maintenance tech person to come and unjam the copier. And the other one, when she realized the secretaries and all of them was giving her their work, oh, she wasn't doing. I'm not here to do their work. It's supposed to be telling what, like, little girl, have you lost your ever loving mind? Do you know that's how your grandmother and your mom got their positions that they have? Yeah, you think that she didn't know that them white secretary was giving her their work? But she did it, and she did it to such perfection that when she was no longer working there, they could tell the difference between the work, and they went looking to find out who was doing such good work, and they gave
Hey,
her.
what's going on?
Ah, hello.
Going on, ladies?
They asked for a
We
story
were
time.
listening to them telling story.
My name is Bobby Julie. How you ladies doing?
Hello,
We're
Bobby.
good.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, baby. I see you. You know something? If you were a vegetable, you'd be a cute cumber.
Uh-huh. All right. Thank you.
Ladies. Going on, brothers. I can help your pickup game. I got the hottest pickup lines in town. Oh, Bobby Julie can teach you how to get the ladies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I think you enjoying the story hour. Hasana's enjoying the story hour. Yvette and Briggs are talking about horror movies. Yeah. And you know what the funny part is? It was Briggs that was asking for story time. A cucumber. So
Yeah, baby.
you
That's what I
agree,
do.
huh?
That's what I do, baby. I got the hottest pickup lines in the game.
Mm-hmm. So So what other lines you got?
See, look at here, baby. If hold on one second.
Mhm.
Okay, look at here, baby. If being sexy was a crime, you'd be guilty as charged. Ow! Ladies, what you think about that?
Uh, eh, I like the cute Kurama better. It's all right.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Y'all got distracted. I'm over here. Yeah, ladies, what's going on? See,
Vet said
baby,
it
I
was 5.
see, baby, I take you out to the movies, but they won't let you bring in your own snacks.
Um.
Yeah,
Uh. Barry.
baby, I would never play hide and seek with you because someone like you, it's impossible to find. Stop me, somebody stop me.
Okay.
I'm
Hold on.
too
Let me
hot.
stop you.
I'm too hot. Yeah,
Okay.
lady. Yeah,
Excuse
ladies.
me.
I heard it was ladies now, so I'm here to bedazzle the ladies.
Uh-huh.
Bedazzle, bedizzle. Depends
You mind
on
introducing yourself again to the chat? Um.
bedazzle, bedizzle. Depends on who you know.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
All
Bobby
right.
Julie. Bobby Julie in the building, ladies and gents.
Bobby Juby, a jury.
Julie. Bobby Julie. Get it
Julie.
right now. Bobby. Bobby Julie.
All right.
Julie as in white girl Julie.
Uh-huh.
As in brother man Bobby. Bobby Julie, baby. Bobby Julie.
Okay.
I'm here to bedizzle and bedazzle the ladies.
All right. Well, Yvette liked the other one too. She gave it an 8. Uh-oh, here comes the sign. Damn, your feet must be tired because you're running through my mind. Just kidding. Yeah, you have to be.
But what? Do I hear a challenge?
Yeah.
Somebody challenging Bobby Julie? Okay, here we go. Lady,
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you can tell me if you were here, then who's running heaven? Woo! Score one for Bobby Julie.
Oh, all right. Oh, Hassan said he was just joking. He wasn't challenging you.
Oh, okay.
Too bad. It sure would have been interesting, but I guess Hassan don't have that many lines.
Forget about Hassan, baby. You know something looking at you, it's no wonder the sky is gray, because all the color is in your eyes.
Thank you. Uh-huh. I'm waiting to see how they gonna score it. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you
Mm-hmm.
happen to have a band aid? Because I scraped my knee falling for you.
That's a nice one.
What is the lady saying in the chat?
Let's see. Ooh, Hassan's going. Ooh, I think he likes that one. He might try it out on someone.
Baby, baby,
Mhm.
I need to complain to Spotify for you not being the hottest single.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, fellas. Bobby Julie can get your game up with the hottest pickup lines.
Ah, shoots. You crushing Hassan. He's going, damn. He likes that one too. Oh, we're going to hear him trying it out on a lady.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from taking my breath away, what do
Mm-hmm.
you do for a living?
I substitute teach.
Interesting. Are
Mm-hmm.
you a parking ticket? Because you got fine written all over you.
Uh, but thank you for thinking I would be one. Mm. Uh, when Bobby comes up, you hear this in the background. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving.
Not bad, not bad. Needs work, needs work.
Maximum overdrive, smooth operator.
Uh-huh.
Smooth operator. Smooth operator. When did we go back to 1972? Well, some would say the 70s never went away.
Well, let me sweep you ladies off your feet. See, sweetheart, you must be a magician because it's the strangest thing.
Mhm.
Every time I look at you, everyone disappears.
Mm, okay,
Mm-hmm.
needs a little work. I got what you're talking about.
A little work.
Uh huh.
That's one of my finest pickup lines, girl. How dare you insult me?
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, try this for size.
Hmm.
See, I always thought happiness started with an H, but it turns out my happiness starts with you.
Okay, I like that one.
What now? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What? Give me that
See,
score from 1 to 5. What the ladies are saying.
um, let me see. They're not giving a score. Let's see. Um, I thought that was Bobby. Okay. When did we go back to 1972? Oh, okay. Woo. The sign give you woo. If- Uh, and Yvette goes, yeah, that too. So they didn't give you a letter. They gave you a woo. I mean, they didn't give you a number. They gave you a woo. Hmm. So you wowed them.
Yeah, let me shoot one at that little pretty lady, Auntie. Auntie, this is for you. If you were a song, you'd be the best track on the album, baby. Did I get her? Did I get her? Get her?
Okay. Hassan says he's a student of pickup line. NT is laughing at Emmanuel Briggs. I'm gonna see if she. Yvette gives you an 8. And Auntie said, "Yeah, you got me. You won her over." She gives you a 2 thumbs up.
Okay, who's the next lady in line? Next lady, say next.
Well, why don't you try the lady next to you? How about Ebony?
Abinah, if you were a taser, baby, you'd be set to stun.
All right.
I'm too good. I'm too good.
Oh, Yvette says she wants to be next.
All right, Yvette. This is for you, Yvette. If you were a transformer, baby, you'd be Optimus Fine.
All right. But she gave you a 10 for the one you gave to Abana. She said Abana was good. Let's see what she said to the one you gave to her. Uh-oh, Hassan said we're going to have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, she said it's an 8 for her. Yeah, the one you did for her is an 8. All right. Let's see who else. Okay, Hassan is getting exasperated. He's going, really, Yvette?
Next lady.
Let's see, next lady. Let's see who's in the chat. Okay, did Yvette, Auntie, me, Abana. Okay,
Come on, ladies, make me work.
I think the rest of the ladies are in the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, brothers, if you want the best pickup lines in the game, oh, Bobby Julie can help you improve your game. Forget about these corny dating coaches. Come to Bobby Julie and learn the hottest pickup lines in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And fellas, let me throw out a freebie for you. Next time you meet a girl, you walk up to her and say, "Baby, do you know what my shirt is made out of?" And if she says what, your answer would be boyfriend material. Did the brothers get it?
I'm waiting to see. Okay, Hassan said he got it. Okay, anybody else before? All right. I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. Sleep is trying to catch up to me. No, let's Max and I want to continue on.
Nah, we'll shut it down and be looking for old Bobby Julie to show up on Ladies Night from time to time with the best pickup lines in the game. and our chits might bring along a friend. Peace.
Peace.
Goodbye, ladies, for now.
All right. Good night, Max. Good night, Abinah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks,
Good
Auntie.
night.
Great show.
And
Hassan.
and remember, y'all, we changing the format of Ladies Night. We're gonna start having some fun. You know, Ladies Night should be a fun night for the ladies. We're gonna 86 all this serious political shit. So come next Ladies Night with your spirits and be ready to laugh and giggle and you know drink. Might even play a game or two. See y'all next Ladies Night. Peace, power, and unity.
All right. Okay. May Briggs says I'm going to use that one. The last one you did. And Hassan said, bring the eight track back too. All right. All right. Peace, power, and unity, everyone.
Hey, thanks for the birthday, man. I forgot to tell y'all my birthday is today. I got about what?
10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All
Thanks
right.
everybody for all. Uh huh.
This is your copy, and I signed it,
Okay.
and I received all your mail.
Okay.
This is your outbound trip.
Okay.
There is no mail to put on your trailer.
Okay.
Close your door.
Uh huh.
Your belts are all hooked into the E-track.
Okay.
You're ready to leave whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, thanks, you bet. I appreciate everybody with all of the birthday wishes. You know, I really appreciate that. It's a blessing. Um, you know, 54 years. So I appreciate that, and I'm looking for hopefully another 54. You know what I'm saying? So thank you everybody for the birthday wishes.
All right. Good night, everybody. Happy birthday to all those March people, including our own personal Max Overdrive. All right. Peace, power, and unity.
Peace.